Hello everyone, and greetings from Coos Bay. I'm home for the weekend and taking some time to recharge my batteries after another fun and rewarding week visiting clubs. This week, it was a visit to a North Coast club and another one in Eugene. Let me tell you about it. Tuesday afternoon, I headed north along Highway 101 for an overnight in Newport before a Wednesday morning meeting in Toledo. And I have to say, I never tire driving the Oregon coast. It's so incredibly beautiful. Toledo is a city located along the Yaquina River in Lincoln County, just inland from Newport, and it was an All-American City finalist in 2009, and that's a pretty big deal. I think the city's 3,500 residents live in what is maybe the best-kept secret on the Oregon coast. On Wednesday, I was up before dawn and on the road to meet up with Assistant Governor Crystal Farnsworth for our visit to Toledo Rotary. And by the way, I hope you're not missing my message that our D5110 assistant governors work very, very hard to support and strengthen all of our clubs. Doing so is clearly Crystal's passion, and I can't thank her enough for coming with me on all these coastal club visits. Toledo City Manager Craig Martin is president of Toledo Rotary Club this year. I've known Craig for over 20 years, dating back to my own days as Coos Bay City Manager. Craig and I were also club presidents together in 2009. He is an inspirational leader and a great guy. Toledo Rotary meets at the Timbers Restaurant and Lounge, which is owned by immediate past president Gail Wood. This is one of our smallest clubs with only a dozen members, but they make a significant impact by supporting the Honor Flight program. The program sends veterans back to Washington, D.C. to visit monuments and be honored for their service and sacrifice. Toledo Rotary is all about supporting and respecting veterans. The club maintains Veterans Memorial Park downtown, and this is a very, very nice tribute. And by the way, it was really nice to have former Assistant Governor Carol Ruggieri join us for the meeting. Carol is now a member of the State of Jefferson E Club, but maintains a relationship with the Toledo and other Lincoln County clubs. I've really enjoyed our breakfast meeting and the discussion we got into about the importance of membership. Toledo is going to be losing two key pillars of the club in just a couple of years when Dave and Kate Enyart retire and relocate to Prineville. But on that note, Crook County Rotary, get ready to have two great Rotarians join your ranks in just a couple of years. President Craig selected the Enyarts for special recognition as the club's two most inspirational members. It was truly an honor to present them with the Myrtlewood mini blocks. Dave is Toledo Police Chief and also a retired two-star general. That's a pretty impressive couple, I would say. Crook County Rotary, get ready. After breakfast, Tessa and I headed down to the waterfront for a quick walk and then headed east back to the Willamette Valley. Wednesday night, I met for dinner with President Mary Ann Rhodes and the Eugene Airport Rotary Club leadership team. Besides a great meal, we enjoyed a great talk. Mary Ann and I also share a long history. She was a fabulous president of Springfield Rotary Club during my years in that club, and she worked at Springfield Utility Board during my years working for the city of Springfield. Eugene Airport is another of our district's consistently solid performers. The club excels in creative fundraising and with impactful local and international service projects. Its sense of family and teamwork can serve as a model for other clubs. I wish we could clone this. I'd like to highlight a few of the club's leaders. Ray Beverly is the club's immediate past president and incidentally was a B-52 bomber pilot. Jerry Finnegan is club membership chair and was our host for the evening. This club is up 2 members since July and as you can see has maybe the best gender balance of any club in our district. Elliot Bratton is the club foundation chair. Airport Rotary members are very generous in their giving such that for 2 years in a row, the club has actually exceeded its goal for annual fund support. And then there is PDG Judy and Bob Strubing. Bob is the club's executive secretary. No PDG tag along this guy. Melissa Bowers is the club community services chair. Under her leadership, the club is reaching out to local nonprofits to plan new signature projects. Pretty cool. Finally, Mary Ellen Riley heads up club fundraising. And Airport Rotary has some pretty creative ways to raise money, including pop-up tent rentals for events and staffing the concession at U of O home games. Thursday morning, John Hallgren, my quote-unquote driver, picked me up in Springfield and delivered me over to Dickie Joe's in Eugene for Airport Rotary's official visit. Years ago, it was John's crazy idea that I should step up and become Springfield Rotary's club president. One thing led to another, and so here we were together Thursday morning. John always inspires me with his unequaled sense of humor and all he has done for Springfield Rotary, not to mention all he's done for the Springfield community. John's a former Springfield First citizen, a well-deserved honor indeed. One of the early alerts I get that I'm going to be visiting a vibrant Rotary Club is when I record a high noise level in a room before a meeting starts. These airport Rotarians are like one big family getting together for a tailgate party at Autzen Stadium. President Mary Ann rang the bell, ran through preliminaries, made some announcements, then pretty soon introduced me. I blushed some, then shared my message. You know, we often speak about how Rotary changes lives, but we don't think as frequently about how Rotary changes our own life. It does, and RI's new vision statement recognizes this. So I say again, if people know who we are and what we do, who wouldn't want to become one of us? It's always nice when Rotarians share how my message has touched them. Nicole Cleric was one of these, sharing her own personal story about working through her father's health challenges similar to my own. President Mary Ann said it was completely impossible for her to single out only one or two of the club's members as being those who are most inspirational, stressing that it's the collective teamwork of all of Airport's members that explains the club's vibrancy and success. I get that. I heard her. But I just felt compelled to recognize two people in the club who've inspired me over the many years with their selfless dedication to service. And so my Myrtlewood mini blocks went to past District Governor Judy Beard Strubing and Glenn Martz. Judy was an exceptional district governor and was the first person to plant the seed in my head many, many years ago that I had to consider tossing my hat in the ring as a governor candidate. So it's all on you, Judy. It's your fault. Glenn and I first met years ago through a group study exchange. Recently, Glenn and his wife Kathy, also an airport Rotarian, hosted GSE Philippine team member Dr. Lawrence Soteo on Lawrence's return trip to our district last spring. We're ready to adopt Lawrence or do whatever it takes to get him back here again. And I'm not kidding about that. Presidents of these really vibrant Rotary clubs like Airport Rotary always have a great experience, frequently finding themselves more than just a little sad when their year is over. One thing's for sure though, President Mary Ann will have no regrets. Of that, I'm confident. Well, folks, that's it for this week. I've now visited 51 of our 67 clubs, and every one has been an experience I'll never forget. Next week, I'll be over to Corvallis again and then back to Reedsport. So until then, dream big, have fun, get stuff done, and be the inspiration. Bye-bye.